let's move ahead in time to the point where the electric vehicle concept is in place and the preliminary design is complete. We now know much more about the makeup of our vehicle, so we can flesh out level 3 of our product WBS. The engineers have chosen a serial drivetrain, so let's take this branch of the WBS and elaborate down to level 4 and beyond. Notice that in practice, we make the WBS a product-oriented family tree by nominating system components as WBS elements. The outcome should look like a bill of materials breakdown. The electronic control unit, or ECU, is an important drivetrain component. According to the design, this is the device that controls the flow of power between the battery, generator, and electric motor in the various vehicle operating modes. It's currently a black box. We know roughly what it does, but we don't know how. So we're going to develop a system requirements specification to describe its functions in detail. When we've firmed up our requirements, we can go ahead and do some design. The deliverable from the design effort will be a system architecture specification that allocates all the required ECU functions to either hardware or embedded software. Following that, we'll need hardware and software design descriptions. Our ultimate deliverables are the hardware platform and the embedded software. These components will be individually tested before they're integrated and tested as a unit. The integrated ECU will then be tested in a purpose-built test bed. To achieve this, we'll need a test bed, a test plan, a test design, and testing services. At this point, we've pretty much identified all the deliverables and services required to create the ECU. We can now define the work in detail with a set of work packages. And finally, to get the work done, we'll allocate the packages to our design, construction, and testing teams. To complete the project WBS, we'll go through this process with all the level 3 elements, progressively elaborating the deliverable until we've identified all the activities directly applied to building our concept car.